Hello everyone. Today's session is based on the overview of the EV3 parts. We will discuss the functioning of each and every part which are mainly present in the EV3 kit. As you can see on the screen, we have multiple main parts, right? So firstly, as you can see on the center, that is EV3 brick that serves as the control center. We can say this is the main control center and the power station for our robot. Okay, that means we can run each and everything by the help of this brain. So in short, we can say that this is the main brain of our robot. As you can see on the upper side, we have three types of motor. Two types of motor, that is large motor and medium motor. And we'll discuss the functioning later on, but right now I'm introducing the parts, and this is the rechargeable battery which is available on the downside of the EV3. And rest these are the sensors like touch sensor, gyro sensor, color sensor and ultrasonic sensor. So all these sensors are available in our kit. But today we are going to discuss the functioning. That means how all these parts will work. So basically, today we are going to discuss about the EV3 brick first. So listen carefully. As you can see on the screen, we have one display that shows you what is going on inside the EV3 brick and enable you to use the brick interface. It means आप जो डिस्प्ले पर देख रहे हैं वो आपको शो करता है कि EV3 ब्रिक में एग्जैक्टली क्या रन हो रहा है और उस इंटरफेस उस ब्रिक इंटरफेस पर आप वो चीजें इनेबल कर सकते हैं. करेक्ट. जैसे आप देख सकते हैं, as you can see on the uppermost part of the EV3 display screen, we have one symbol that is wireless connection status icon, in which this symbol will show you like Bluetooth connectivity, like Wi-Fi connectivity, correct? And then in center, the brick name. You can also rename this brick name, right? Like if you want to write your own name on the EV3 brick, you can write it here in place of EV3. आप EV3 के प्लेस पर अपने रोबोट का नाम, अपना सेल्फ नेम, अदर कोई टीम नेम आप EV3 पर एड ऑन कर सकते हैं. I will tell you what is the process for that later on, but today we are focusing on the EV3 introduction. And on the right side, you can see we have two options. That first one is USB and second one is battery status. Okay, that means this symbol will show you how much battery is charged or discharged, or we can say that in a short, very short term. That means you can check the battery level. Just like you can see on this phone, how much phone you charged or not, you can check by this symbol. So similarly, this is the symbol to check the level of the battery. And this one is established to another device connection with USB. If you're using USB cable, then it will write here USB, otherwise it is disappear. Okay. And now come on here. We have one button on the topmost side, and then we have 5 buttons at the center. So we are talking about first button on which number 1 is mentioned. We are talking about this button. So this button name is back button. Listen carefully. I will ask you some questions at the end of the session. So this number 1 button, जिस पे 1 mentioned है, that button name is back button. And what is the role of this back button? Back button is used to reverse actions. Like if you want to re-jump on the last action, then you can press this button. Or for example, to abort a running program. Like for example, your EV3 is running one single program and you want to stop it. So you can use this back button to abort this program, to cancel the program running. And one more function or one more use of this button, that is to shut down the EV3 brick. By the help of this button, you can easily shut down your EV3. That means single button have 3 multiple tasks. One, to reverse the actions. Like for example, if you want to go back with the current program, then you can use the first button. And if you want to abort any functioning, cancel any functioning, you can use the first button. Or if you want to shut down your brick, then you can use the first button once again. Okay, so that means 3 tasks we can do by the help of this first number button. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, GS Modern.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's perfect. So now we are moving on the next button, that is number 2 button, which is available at the center, right? So what is the role of this center button? It is OK button. The name of second number button is OK button, which is available in the center. We can use this to just OK any action. Okay, like for example, if you want to shut down your EV3, so after pressing the back button, you have to press the OK button. When your EV3 will ask you 2 answers or 2 questions, you want to shut down your EV3, OK and cancel. In that case, you have to press the number 2 button. And if you want to select any desired setting, in that case, you can also use OK button. Like for example, if you want to open any saved program through EV3, then firstly you have to select the current program, whatever program you want to open, and then you have to press the number 2 button. That means OK button. Okay, that is second task. And third one is if you want to select the blocks in the brick program, then you can use this OK button. And if you would press the button to select any checkbox, again you have to press the OK button. Like in short, we can say that if we want to run anything after selection, we have to press the OK button. As you can see on the screen, display screen, we have multiple programs like line follow 24, headbanger, line follow 26, line follow 22. For example, I want to open this line follow 22. So firstly, we need to select, and after that, we have to press the second number button so that we can easily run the program by the help of EV3. In that case, we are not operating line, we are not operating Lego Mindstorm Education EV3 software. We are just operating we are just operating directly EV3 brick by the help of these buttons. Okay, so this is the second button function. That means if I want to run any program or any folder or any command or any program, we need to press this center button if I want to run it. Okay, this is a single role. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. Now we are moving on the third number button. These are the directional buttons. Directional buttons like left, right, up and down. These are 4 buttons. If I want to navigate something, right? Like if I want to go in upward direction, if I want to go in downward direction, if I want to move from the left direction or right direction, in that case we will use the number 3 button, and these names are left, right, up and down. So normally we have 6 button, but number 1 button name is back, center button number center, second number button name is okay, and rest number 3 buttons are up, down, left, right. Okay, but what is the role is very simple. If I want to navigate any program or anything, we can use these buttons. Like as you can see on the display screen, we have 4 folders. First one for program and last one for settings. You can see my cursor. You can see my cursor on screen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is for program folder and last one is for setting folder. Like for example, I want to move from this first folder to the last folder. That means for setting folder, what is the process for that? Can anybody tell? Can anybody tell? What is the process for that? If I want to jump from the program folder to the setting folder, what is the process for that? Yes, Mahima School, you want to give the answer?
पहले ऊपर जाके उसके बाद वो राइट को मूव करे.
Very good. That means we need to use right button. Very good answer. अगर हमें सेटिंग पर जाना है, so we need to press the right button. सेकेंड टाइम रन प्रेस करेंगे, यहाँ पर जंप करेंगे, थर्ड टाइम प्रेस करेंगे, यहाँ पर जंप करेंगे, फोर्थ टाइम प्रेस करेंगे तो यहाँ पर जंप करेंगे. That is perfect answer. It's all clear? And these are the connection status. Like if the single Bluetooth symbol is available, that means your Bluetooth is enabled but not connected or visible to other Bluetooth devices. Okay, but in case this symbol is available, it means Bluetooth enabled as well as visible to other Bluetooth devices. And if in case this symbol is available on the screen, it means Bluetooth is also enabled. Your EV3 is connected as well another devices too, right? 3 स्टेट है कि एक बार आपका ब्लूटूथ इनेबल है, सेकेंडली किसी विजिबल है कि नहीं है, और थर्ड कनेक्टेड है कि नहीं है. अगर ये वाला सिंबल आता है दैट मीन्स ब्लूटूथ कनेक्टिविटी इज परफेक्टली फाइन, इनेबल्ड भी है, कनेक्टेड भी है अनदर डिवाइसेस के साथ, विजिबिलिटी भी शो कर रहा है. ओके, and these symbols are for Wi-Fi connection. If you are connecting your EV3 through Wi-Fi, then you have to check the symbols on the uppermost side of the EV3 display screen. Wi-Fi enabled but not connected to a network, and this symbol will show you Wi-Fi is perfectly enabled and connected to another network also. Okay. So this is all about your EV3. Yes, now we are talking about the light status. If your EV3 is showing red color, That means your EV3 is in startup condition, updating or shutdown. Three cases are here. Maybe your EV3 is updating yourself, maybe your EV3 is shutdown mode, or maybe your EV3 is in startup mode. तीन ही कंडीशन में आपको रेड लाइट शो होगी कि जब आप वो EV3 को ऑन करते हैं, आपने देखा भी होगा कि स्टार्टिंग में रेड आता है फिर ग्रीन हो जाता है, करेक्ट? तो जब वो स्टार्टअप मोड में होती है और जब आप उसको शट डाउन करते हो तब वो रेड लाइट के साथ ही ऑफ होता है, करेक्ट? तो थ्री स्टेटस में आपकी रेड लाइट विजिबल होगी बटन्स पर, स्टार्टअप में, अपडेटिंग में, शट डाउन में। अगर रेड पल्सिंग हो रही है, मतलब रुक रुक के आपको विजिबिलिटी आ रही है, दैट मीन्स दैट टाइम योर EV3 इज स्टक, कहीं बिजी है, स्टक है। ऑरेंज लाइट विल शो यू द अलर्ट मोड, दैट मीन्स योर EV3 इज परफेक्टली रेडी। ऑरेंज पल्स सेम फॉर अलर्ट रनिंग, अलर्ट रनिंग को शो करता है। ग्रीन इज परफेक्टली रेडी, that time you can run your programs through EV3, or we can say that EV3 is perfectly ready to run any program, correct? So these are the brick status lights. Now we are discussing the main thing in which most of the time student will stuck to learn things like where we have to add the cables and where we have to add the parts and which part we need to connect from where port, right? Or which port. So we have two types of ports. First one is input port and second one is output ports. Okay, so input port names are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Listen carefully once again. We have two types of ports, input and output. And input ports are 1, 2, 3 and 4 and output ports are A, B, C and D. आप अपने ब्रिक्स को उठाइए दोनों स्कूल और चेक करिए, एक साइड आपको 1, 2, 3, 4 मिलेगा, एक साइड आपको ABCD मिलेगा। So ABCD ports are output ports and 1, 2, 3, 4 are input ports. Okay? अब बात करेंगे कि अगर ये इनपुट पोर्ट्स हैं तो किस लिए यूज किए जाते हैं और आउटपुट पोर्ट्स हैं तो ये किस लिए यूज किए जाते हैं। सारे स्टूडेंट्स चेक कर लीजिए। वेरी गुड महिमा स्कूल। GS Modern, you are not having your EV3? GS Modern School, you are not having your EV3? I think some network connection issue. Okay. ओके महिमा स्कूल, आपने देखा, आपने चेक किया, वी हैव टू टाइप्स ऑफ पोर्ट।
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो जस्ट वेट। Okay, so these ports are for sensors. Like we can use these ports to connect sensors with EV3 brick. Okay, GS Modern School is joining once again, so we can wait for 2 minutes. Then we will start again. Yes, yes, GS Modern School. Yes, please. Should I continue GS Modern School? Because we are waiting for you. Should I continue now? GS Modern School. Should I continue now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, thank you. So we are discussing about the ports. We have two types of port, input ports and output port. Correct? So input ports we are using for connecting sensors to the EV3. And for output ports, we are using to connect motors with the EV3. Okay? So basically, input ports are used to connect sensors to the EV3 brick, and output ports to connect motors to the EV3 brick. Like if I want to connect my medium motor with the EV3 brick. So which port we need to use, students? Which port we
Ma'am,
need
can
to
you
use?
repeat the question?
Okay, my question is like, for example, I want to connect my medium motor with the EV3 brick. So which port we need to use?
Ma'am, ABCD.
Very good. Very good. Answer is A, B, C, D. Correct? We can use any one of the port, but we can use output ports. That means A, B, C, and D. And if I want to use, this question is for GS Modern School. Okay? So unmute yourself and tell me, like, for example, I want to use one large motor and one ultrasonic sensor. Which type of ports we need to use there? Yes, come on and give me the answer. No worry, maybe it is your answer may be wrong, so no issue. We'll discuss, but try to give the answer. मैं repeat करती हूँ फिर से question. I'm repeating again my question. So my question is very simple. One large motor I want to connect with the EV3 and one ultrasonic sensor I want to connect with the EV3. Which ports we need to use that time?
Ma'am, A and 1.
A and 1. Very good. A for which thing?
Ma'am, A for motor.
A for large motor. That's great. And 1 for ultrasonic sensor. Perfectly
Sensor.
fine. Perfectly fine. Very good. So these things are clear to you. Now we are discussing about the PC port. As you can see, one simple port is available at the left side of the D motor. So that is called mini USB PC port that is located directly next to the D port. We are using this port to connect the EV3 brick to the computer directly. Like if, for example, we are not using any Wi-Fi connection or any Bluetooth connection, that time we can use this mini USB port, and by the help of USB cable, we can easily connect this EV3 to the computer or our laptops, correct? Okay, like for example, I want to download my program, but my Bluetooth and my Wi-Fi both are not working. In that case, we can directly jump onto the USB cable. We can directly connect this USB cable to the computer. Okay, and we can download our programs. Is it fine for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good.